We are reviewing Beyoncé, and I'm gonna try not to be funny because this is serious. This is sacred. We have a lot to cover here. For anyone new here, what's good, everybody? I am Mel, your main girl. I've been reviewing products on YouTube for nearly 6 years, and at this point in time, I'll tell you right now, this has been an experience. But as a range that has launched for all hair types, I want to talk about which products I think will work for all hair types and which won't, which products I think are actually innovative and interesting and maybe worth splurging on, and which products I think you can just skip if hair health really is your main concern. We are reviewing, there are 7.5, I guess kind of technically 8 products that we're going to review, where each product has a focus to create stronger, healthier hair with the help of keratin, which is protein, which we're gonna get into because they are claiming to have a patent pending bioactive, what's it called again? Keratin ferment, Exhibit A, sent with her VIP package that she very graciously sent me. Let's hope she doesn't regret that, and let's hope I don't piss her off. I do not want to get on Beyonce's bad side on this internet, but on this circle of the internet, I mean, I'm here for you. You're here to watch me give you an unbiased review, so that's what we're gonna do. Without further ado, let's get to it. Wow, if there's anything Beyonce's gonna do, it's come through with the visuals, honestly. So we have a deconstructed booklet here that has a lot of different visuals, as well as details. This is actually a hair strand up close. And right off the bat, she's letting us know this is what it's about. They're starting at the foundation, focusing on stronger, healthier strands at both the scalp and the lengths. With signature technology, they have a patent pending for what they call their bioactive keratin ferment, which seems to be their hero recipe for strengthening. They're not lying when they say that the hair is made up of 95% keratin, and healthy hair, or rather damaged hair, to be healthier needs that supplementation of proteins to truly strengthen. We shall see. So as of right now, these are all the products she has currently launched. A clarifying shampoo and scalp scrub, a hydrating shampoo, a fermented rice and rose protein ritual. Honestly, I'm most intrigued about this product, as well as a ritual shaking vessel and applicator nozzle for the treatment, a moisturizing deep conditioner, a restructuring treatment mask, moisture sealing lotion, and finally, a nourishing hair oil, which is really great, really straightforward, basically an entire wash day routine. So without further ado, I am going to shampoo so we can really dive into this review. Now to start, there's quite a bit of gel in my hair, but I don't necessarily have a ton of buildup. Gel, there's hairspray, there's oils. Yeah, no, actually there's a substantial amount of product in here. But yeah, we're gonna get right into clarifying. I actually haven't even popped these open yet or smelled them. Like, what am I, how am I, where am I? Oh, okay. It's not a twist. That was embarrassing. It's a pop off with the nozzle. Just like, for me, that's everything. You wanna be able to reach all the nooks and crannies. And finally, okay. It's minty. There's peppermint oil, tea tree oil, rosemary leaf oil, and it's definitely coming through. And you know what? Now, to my surprise, the bottles are more flexible than I thought, but this is still quite a hard plastic. You always want to give your hair a very thorough rinse before using a shampoo. It's gonna help prevent you from having to use too much product and wasting the goods. And with bottles this size, there is no product to waste. Let's get that out of the way. She is, 8 fluid ounces, 236 milliliters. It's not tiny, but it's not huge. Let's see how concentrated it is. As much as I want to go right into my scalp with this, I do want to show you how much product we're going to apply and how much lather we can get based on that. So we will apply to my fingers. Let's go in with 1, 2, 3. Like how I apply my sunscreen. 3 bars of product. I would say that's probably about a tablespoon of product. Now this is a clarifying and exfoliating shampoo that not just has little micro beads in it. It uses microcrystalline cellulose, which you can feel as a very, very gentle physical exfoliant that are, by the way, naturally derived from wood, but there are also exfoliating acids in the formula, very much treating the scalp like skincare and really working to remove dirt, oil, scalp, sebum, product buildup, dead skin cells, And from what I can feel, if you are someone with an oily scalp, you're actually gonna quite like this because it also has BHA acids from willow bark. This is giving us a natural salicylic acid, which is great for breaking down oils. Like salicylic acid is one of my favorite skincare ingredients as an oily, acne-prone skincare girly. And then the other thing is this formula also has tea tree oil, which is not just calming and comforting on the scalp, but you also definitely smell it. There are 3 different scents among the products, and the clarifying shampoo is the only one that has the invigorating tea tree, lemon, and peppermint notes grounded in herbaceous rosemary tones. Herbaceous, I love that. It definitely gives luxury, spa. It's not overly scented, I find, because they are very natural fragrances. So if you're someone that is sensitive to anything that's too strong in fragrance, I do think that this so far is on the safer end of that. I personally didn't find that overwhelming. I'm trying to disperse just that little bit of product on my scalp, but I want more. Just before I do that, we're gonna add a little bit of water. Water first before extra product. I'm gonna apply a little bit more right to the top of my scalp because I just didn't really get any product there. Okay, my hair has that like pretty squeaky clean, almost dry feeling after shampooing, after clarifying. To clarify, I would say that's expected and actually a good sign. You don't really want there to be residue on your hair after clarifying. Now to get just a little more nitty gritty into these ingredients, the thing that takes this clarifying shampoo from just a clarifying cleansing shampoo that also exfoliates to a step above is that this also has chelating agents in it. Chelating agents are really important ingredients because they are the ones that actually help to break down minerals that are in our hair from hard water. And most of the population, especially in the US, over 80% of the population has it. In Toronto, I also live in an area with hard water, and hard water can have hard effects on the hairs. They can actually physically make the hair feel hard, really dull, crap for your color, brittle, lead to breakage. If you don't address hard water issues, it's so hard to treat the rest of their hair. And as the first product in this ritual, this sacred regimen, I do love that this is really, truly a reset shampoo. I really liked it. And not only is it a shampoo that did feel very clarifying and cleansing, but it wasn't like stripping. The hair still felt really good after using this. So this product I really did like. I would say it's one that all hair types can use. That is, if you don't have any serious conditions. But if your scalp has specific issues, this isn't a shampoo that I'm going to run to use because it's not going to be a cure-all. If it's any scalp concern that is fungal related or deeper, this shampoo is not going to be a cure-all, but I would say it's a very nice to have. I'm happy to have her. I did quite like it. Oh, and I will mention that as a shampoo, this is a sulfate-free formula. Now, sulfates are totally fine, absolutely fine, actually more than okay in your hair care in the right formula. But Beyonce and the Sacred team chose not to formulate with any sulfates or silicones or phthalates or parabens throughout the entire range. Now, this definitely checks out. I mean, she's launching a brand in 2024. At this point, I don't see any new brands really coming out of the gate with silicones and sulfates, even though they can do such amazing things for the hair. But this does have a very good substitute ingredient that is found in other clarifying shampoos that I do really like. It's the sodium C1416 olefin sulfonate, also cocamidopropyl hydroxysultane. These have become very popular ingredients in cleansers, and they are cleansing. All that being said, and I'm gonna give you my reviews one by one, this one won. This is, well, I mean, it didn't really, well, I don't know if I'd go that far, but I definitely approve. Not necessarily for you. I'm not telling you have to run and give Beyonce your money. She has enough. She's doing just fine. But if you wanted to try a product, maybe adding this one to the list. I have quite enjoyed this. I used it twice with 5 days in between, and I have no scalp itching, irritation. It didn't feel too drying using it twice in a row. Not that this should be used that often. This is a shampoo that you would use maybe once a week or once every 2 weeks. It depends on how often you wash your hair, how much buildup you put in there. Now, I know that was very long-winded. I hope it wasn't insufferable. I'm very serious when it comes to shampoo because it is the most important step in your hair care routine. Realistically, it is the foundation. Now, with the rest of the routine, we can get into we can follow with her hydrating shampoo. That's right, she gave us not one, but 2 shampoos. Because if you are a dirty curl, then you do want to use shampoo times 2, right? That's maybe using the same shampoo twice in a row. The first one is to help lift off the dirt. The second one actually rinses it away. Or these are great to use together. You start with the clarifying shampoo and then you follow with the hydrating shampoo so that second cleanse isn't overdoing it. And this is also going to help deposit some conditioning ingredients. But you'll see what I mean by that in a minute. Let's roll the clip. And so that's what we're gonna do with their hydrating shampoo. What the, is this another pop off? I'm losing it. Oh, yeah, see, So this one is less of that minty and it has this just warm fragrance. Let's see how that develops as we apply it. The seal broke off in there. And no. This is how much product I'm going to apply. Again, another tablespoon. I'm going to emulsify it in my hands. You can see it naturally gets pretty frothy. Disperse all throughout, including on the lengths of my hair, because I want to make sure there's no buildup there, and I want to see if this is kind of a detangling shampoo as well. Sometimes you can kind of lightly detangle a shampoo, especially if it's a moisturizing shampoo. So let's see. Sacred describes this experience as luxury in a bottle, gently cleansing from root to tip with a generous lather. Now, I use these products quite sparingly because I wanted to see how the lather would do if we were using it conservatively. Because realistically, these products are not necessarily economically friendly, but I digress. This has a high slip formula that replenishes hair, leaving it nourished, manageable, and strong. Infused with our antioxidant-rich African oil blend, fortifying rice protein, hydrating hyaluronic acid, moisturizing phytocollagen complex, and their patent-pending bioactive keratin ferment. So this is a shampoo that is not just going to cleanse, it's also going to condition, and you could literally feel that. It definitely left your hair feeling silky, and it's actually a shampoo that you can detangle with. I actually love that. That's usually not recommended, you know, detangling with your shampoo, but as long as there is slip in the hair, you can start to tackle those tangles, and it was super easy to do that with this shampoo. And I actually like trying to detangle my hair a little bit before using my conditioner or conditioning masks, because that way I don't waste too much conditioner trying to soak in and condition my hair to detangle. So this is almost giving 2-in-1 vibes. So a very versatile shampoo, but right off the bat, this is not going to be for you if you have thin and fine hair. Unfortunately, this is a formula that may weigh you down, but if you have high porosity hair, damaged hair, colored hair, thankfully this formula, actually both shampoos I forgot to mention, they're both color safe. This is definitely cleansing, conditioning, and apparently also strengthening. It does have those strengthening ingredients in here. But when it comes to a shampoo that you're going to rinse off, I'm not going to rely on this type of product to give me a treatment type of result. Okay, now I want to apply this treatment, but let's do it out of the shower. During my first round of reviews, I did the 2 shampoos and then I tried the fermented rice and rose protein ritual. In this box, you have 4 total treatments that include the step 1 and step 2. This product is inspired by Asian cultures, as they have been using fermented rice water for years, and the women that have been doing so are in the Guinness World Record books for the longest hair in the community. Can you imagine a community where everyone is walking around with hair that is longer than 6 feet? Inches, baby, inches. And just as an overview, this is the products, it's 2-step, that was most different in the line. It caught my eye the most, and so I was most excited for this. Roll the clip. All right, so I want to go off script for a minute because I'm trying to think of you and how we could extend the use of these very small products. Because the first thing I'm not loving is they give you, well, they gave me, thank you, but you can buy this applicator bottle and the instructions are to fill it up with 24 ounces of water, but this is much bigger than a 24-ounce bottle and you can't really tell how much you're applying. What we're gonna do is try to split this product in 2. There's supposed to be 10 grams worth of product in here. Let's see if I can eyeball get half of it. I'm gonna fold it in half Okay, so a full bottle is about 28 ounces. I want to take 12 ounces, so only half, and add in half of this packet here. The sacred ritual begins with a finely milled fermented powder that instantly transforms into a water-activated fortifying hair rinse treatment boosted with biotin, honey, rose, and aminos. It definitely has a smell of rose. It smells really good. This smells like something edible. It's kind of like a cereal. It reminds me of cereal. The scent is sweet, fresh notes of yuzu and white peach petals that mingle with jasmine and tuberose rich floral tones. The result is a complex, sophisticated citrus rose with a fresh vibrance. So now we shake well, slowly pour fermented rice water over the length of your hair, avoiding face and eyes until hair is fully saturated. It just feels like water. It's not really like giving conditioning. But I will say this was a little finicky to use unless you really like playing cosmetic chemist at home, you know? If you like mixing little potions, it could be fun. Unfortunately, I did not find that this ritual shaking vessel was necessary. It did not make the experience more fun. It made it more stressful, if anything, and mostly because I can't see what's in there. I personally never would have bought this if I didn't have, oh shit, that smells actually more fermented. That's crazy. Ooh, I think I love the smell of this product the best, at least when it was fresh. It smells fermented. It smells like the sweet yuzu rose, like I still smell that, but it smells a little extra. Got a little extra musk to it, if you will. I've had it sitting in here for a few days now. I mean, I only mixed up half of it. I've got the other half of the powder product in here for me to use on a later date, and I still just could not find myself getting through all of this liquid. I don't know if this is good to use for later, unfortunately. I can't quite find that in the pamphlet, but I did message the Sacred team on Instagram. I'm just still waiting for an answer. I personally never would have bought this if it wasn't sent to me because I have clear bottles like this. But let's move on to the second step. Now for step 2, let's do it. I'm only using half because short hair, don't care. This is the texture. Oh shit, that is silk. That really is a silk rinse. This feels nice. This is the Luscious Silk Rinse, infused with an African oil blend and sea buckthorn oil to balance your fortified strands with softness, smoothness, and shine. I have yet to detangle with a brush, so I've been able to just do this all with my fingers. That's quite nice. Now, what I'm liking so far, first impressions, especially out of this 2-step treatment, is that it's definitely giving protein and moisture. We're getting the protein treatment part out of step 1 because my hair definitely felt kind of stiff upon rinsing it out, and that's what can happen with protein. And then that step 2 is definitely giving silk, definitely bringing in the hydration. So together, it's giving protein and moisture balance. We love a balance. Maybe not your bank account balance. This box with the 4 treatments is $52 US, which comes out to 72 Canadian. The math isn't quite mathing. That is not just the exchange rate, unfortunately. Is our dollar that shit? What the fuck? We're not gonna talk about it. So by no means is this cheap, but I'm thinking if I can get at least 8 treatments out of this, because I try to split these in half, then that could potentially be worth it, because I will say that my hair felt absolutely amazing. At least for my first use, and that is what this is supposed to do. I mean, if we're talking realistically, anytime you are working on strengthening the hair, you're not gonna see amazing results if your hair is really damaged after just one use. It's going to take time to recover and repair your hair, and I think I would really need to use these products consecutively, consistently, just solely if I really wanted to see the Beyonce sacred effect. But they do say that they're giving you results after just one use, and I think my hair did look really nice. I mean, it always does, but considering the routine I did, I will say that I think this protein moisture balance fermented rice and rose ritual did help with my curl resilience, which I definitely needed in this routine. Let's get into the moisture sealing lotion. This is where things get confusing. This is a lotion that definitely gives leave-in conditioner vibes, but it's listed as a styler. Maybe they just meant that because it's a product that you leave in. It's after the shower ritual. But they're also saying that this aids with styling and gives a soft hold. Soft hold as a sole and only styler for curly hair is not necessarily going to give us longevity. I said not necessarily, didn't I? Let's get into it. Sniff. Ooh. I want to start out with a small amount. Oh, it's thicker than I thought, and actually, you see that kind of goopy texture? Interesting. All right, so this versatile lotion locks in moisture, fights frizz, and seals split ends, and aids with styling with soft hold. Curls look more enhanced and defined. Hair is left smooth and shiny and polished, formulated without silicones, SLES, sulfates, phthalates, or parabens. All right, knowing what I know, I actually only want to style with this product, even though it's soft hold. I think I can use that to my advantage, and honestly, I'm inspired by a photo that I saw on the website. So this is the style I'm trying to achieve. Slay. I first parted my hair where I want it. Now I'm going to define my curls. I'm going to do it kind of messily. And I'm just going to add a little bit of gel in my top layer in the part area. Just a touch, okay? I wanna go for that high shine vibe. The product has nice slip, and I'm using a brush that causes a lot of tension on the hair, so I am liking that. I just clipped that into place. I'm gonna go dry my hair, and we'll be back with more thoughts. All right, so the hair is dry, but not at all. It is really soft. Like, it feels incredible. I cannot make that up. And considering I diffused, now keep in mind, this moisture sealing lotion is like a hair primer. It's a prep product. I would say it is not a heat protectant. It doesn't have any heat protection. So when I diffused, I was gentle. I went in with medium heat, but I did lots of scrunching, and the hair is not frizzy. There's actually a decent amount of curl retention here. And I would say we have the protein to thank for that. All that strengthening helps with curl definition as well as hold of the curls. And while I did like it, I used it twice, but it's in my hair today, day 2, and I have been caught in the rain. My hair has gotten steamed. I've slept on it. And I have to say, I think it's done a pretty nice job at sealing out humidity, all while keeping my hair moisturized. It definitely feels, it's touchably extremely soft. The curls are resilient. I can shake it, I can play with it, and they're not losing their shape. But the one thing I didn't love is this doesn't necessarily help to protect the hair. It's going to help repair, but I don't know why they didn't add anything that would also help with heat protection, especially since this is a very stylist focused range and it's for all hair types. I'm sure maybe they have a heat protectant product coming out down the road, but I think at this price point, for what this product gives, since it's very much a primer, a pre-styler, I wish it had that extra element to it. And maybe that's not important to everyone, especially if you don't heat style your hair, if you're not blow drying or diffusing. I don't know what you're using. Personally, I'm all about that Beyoncé heat. So I like to go in hot with my diffusing because time is of the essence. This does not do that. And for 53 Canadian dollars, it's 38 US. It's still hefty, and I've used other products that do more for me. So now I'm going to eat, and we'll be right back with our finishing. I'm back. Is there something in my teeth? I need to reapply my gloss. I'm using my other diva queen. I have 2 favorites. It's Beyoncé and Lady Gaga. So this is my House Labs lip liner and thickener. Yeah. Where were we? Oh, I want to finish a few more words about this moisture sealing lotion. I was pondering about it as I was scarfing down my meal. I will probably continue using it. I just won't abuse it. I think I need to use it sparingly. I will pair it with other products that are going to help to give me heat protection as well as hold, even though for this specific wash day, I used almost only just this. I did apply a little bit of a texture spray. The texture spray helped me to get a better cast, but I also just feel like I went in with more product this time around. And there's decent soft, but decent hold. And that was a little bit of an experiment. One, I wanted to give my hair a little extra hold to help give this wash day a little more longevity style-wise, but I also wanted to do it as a test to see how the moisture would last because the texture spray that I used has salt in it. So it's a salt spray, which can be drying, but my hair in no way, shape, or form feels crispy. So this was a really nice primer. And not only can it be used on wet, damp hair, but it can also be used on dry hair. This is what my day 4 hair was looking like, and I used a little bit of this to refresh, actually just on top of steam. I steamed my hair. I applied a little bit of this sealing lotion and just let it go. And these were my results. Finally, the Nourishing Hair Oil. This is actually a multi-purpose oil. It could be used on your wet towel-dried hair before styling. It could be mixed into your conditioner for a little extra nourishment and shining. They even say that it's scalp safe or recommended to use before washing, which I would say it's far too expensive to do that. And in my opinion, the best way to use it would be to seal in your moisture at the end of a wash day. So that's how I used it. So I like this. I didn't love it. I don't think it added too much extra shine for my hair because I do find it to be quite lightweight. Now I'm saying that from my personal experience as someone whose hair literally drinks oil. Like I can apply copious amounts. I could have used half of this bottle and my hair still probably would have felt fine. But if your hair is fine, if your hair is on the thinner side, then you really want to be very careful applying any type of hair oil, including this one, as it does have some heavier oils in the blend. There is a 13 oil blend here, plus more, because it also contains their bioactive keratin ferment, which I do appreciate because I like when a hair oil gives more of like a serum vibe because there's more benefits than just oil. But included in this oil with a pretty high concentration is coconut oil and castor oil, along with many others that tend to be quite heavy. It could be. I would apply very sparingly. For others, for me, I actually found that I could go in pretty heavy-handed. I go in with like 10 drops or so for my hair. And just to compare, because when I felt it, it reminded me a lot of the Olaplex No. 7 oil, which I'm also a fan of. But both of those oils are super, like they sometimes on really high porosity hair that is drier, I want a thicker oil that's not going to weigh the hair down. One of the ones that I really like using is the Verb Ghost oil. The Olaplex is a lot lighter. We could even throw the K18 in there if we wanted to. And if I compare all of those other oils to this, they're giving something that the Sacred is not, and that is once again heat protection. So I feel conflicted. I'm a little disappointed there. Personally, I want more for my hair, especially for the price. It's worth the scare. But if you're like a hair oil collector, this is nice to have. It has the Temple Oud fragrance, which is their signature scent. Most of the products have that scent, which has notes of oud, Australian sandalwood, warm musk, night blooming jasmine, Haitian vetiver, and violet leaves. It is really, really luxurious smelling. It's really nice and pretty. And so I'll really enjoy using this when I want to smell like that. But I don't know if this is a go-to product for me. Now let's talk about these masks. Let's roll the clip. This is phase 2 of my review. I have re-washed my hair. I did my first wash with the clarifying shampoo and scalp scrub, and I followed it with the moisturizing shampoo, which I actually detangled my hair with. I used the unbrushed brush as well. My hair is perfectly prepped now for these deep conditioners. And when I say that, I mean my hair is thoroughly cleansed. You should always use a conditioner on clean hair. It's just gonna work way better. There's no barrier in between your hair and the conditioner, so it could actually get in there and do what it needs to do. But I also mean that my hair is pretty tangled, because the thing with a lot of masks, and we're gonna get into the texture right now, is they're usually pretty thick. Let's see. This is the Reconstructing Treatment Mask that is ooh, never mind. Well, that was a mess. I'm a mess. Looks like honey. Okay, well, maybe hold on. Maybe this will have that texture I was referring to. Okay, see, now this one doesn't want to move. The point I was trying to make was a lot of the times deep conditioners, especially if they're very buttery, they can be very thick. They can be very conditioning, but not always great for detangling. And I see a lot of people waste deep conditioners by having to use way too much because they're not getting the detangling that they need. And with products like these at this price point, you don't want to waste anything. So I like to make sure that the hair is pretty tangled so it'll be easier for distributing. So I love that I could do that with the shampoo. Again, what I could personally do on my head with my hair length and my hair texture. Now let's see side by side the differences in these two masks. Now one is considered a conditioner, one is a treatment. The treatment mask goes for, well, I see it for 58 Canadian dollars. I'm gonna take that much, just what I had spilled. It smells just like the rest of the line except for the clarifying shampoo. Okay, and I'm just gonna go right in. I'm gonna take a little bit more. Quick run through with my brush to distribute to every strand. And I'm gonna clip this away and not leave it on any longer than 20 minutes because that's what it says. So that's what we're gonna do. Now let's quickly apply the moisturizing deep conditioner. This is similar where you leave it on for no longer than 30 minutes. I'm gonna take this much, and that is definitely on the thicker side. Will my curls look very different side by side? Let's find out. I'll see you post rinse. Okay. Yeah. Feeling wise, the hair is not exactly giving silk, not like it did with the silk rinse. This definitely did that. Okay, what do we think? Are we seeing a difference in the curls? It's so funny and very unexpected, but I'm kind of feeling like the deep conditioner side curls look juicier, just more hydrated, and they even have like a little bit more bounce to them as opposed to the treatment mask side. Just something I feel like I'm observing more definition where the hair is deeper conditioned. Now, to the defense of the reconstructing treatment mask, it clearly says on the label, this is not a deep conditioner, and that you may follow with conditioner if needed. I did not. I wanted to see what my hair felt like and what it looked like compared to the side with the moisturizing deep conditioner. Now, as someone with finer hair texture, too much conditioner can definitely weigh my hair down. And while my hair does look really bouncy and healthy and very balanced and stunning, it does feel like, I would say it's a little bit more weighed down than usual. And funnily enough, they actually don't necessarily recommend this product for people like me, people with high porosity. This is best for low porosity, coarse, curly, coily, or zigzag coiled hair. And yeah, if your hair is more high porosity, I think it would just absorb too much of this goodness and it could weigh you down a little bit. But that being said, this was really nice. Like, my hair definitely felt nice and conditioned. And so if you are struggling with extreme dryness and brittleness, I do think that this was a quite nice deep conditioner. Still a little bit expansive. And look, even though it's not necessarily recommended for me, I think it still worked really well. And on my extra dry days, and if I want to smell like this Temple Oud and feel like Beyonce, I will use this again, because it's a nice to have in my routine, but I would not say this is a necessity. Now, the reconstructing treatment mask is more of a treatment. It's giving that protein treatment. It does have their bioactive keratin ferment. How many times have I said that in this video? Let's just dive into what that's supposed to be. It is a fermented blend of lactobacillus, hydrolyzed wool keratin, that balances, reduces breakage, and delivers a protein infusion and repairs with healing humectants. We're getting humectant benefits from honey, humectant as in water and hydration attracting. Also very Beyonce, okay, Queen Bee. The hydrolyzed wool keratin is giving that protein element that's gonna help to repair the strand. But when it comes to this lactobacillus ferment, I will reiterate that I am not a cosmetic chemist, so I am not going to really try to dissect it, but I did try looking up what this ingredient should do, and it's apparently used in some skincare. It's great for the scalp. The whole fermentation process helps to give it some probiotics, so this may be a good ingredient for the scalp. I'm not quite sure what it's doing for the hair, but I will say, after trying out this entire line, it does feel good in there. My hair does feel quite nice, and I think it looks pretty good considering we barely styled it. I don't have much in my hair. For no gel, no foam, no mousse, these are pretty great results. The hair is definitely happy It's bouncy. I think it has been more shiny, personally. It is just slightly frizzy, but I mean, soft hold. And so, well, what are we thinking? I personally take one major issue, and it's not that major. It might not matter to everybody, but when I take a look at this range of products, visually stunning. But is it necessary? And apologies if this is me being a little too nitpicky, but I just feel like there is so much plastic as part of this packaging that I think it's recyclable. It's showing we've got the recyclable stamp of approval, but at the end of the day, this is still plastic packaging. And it's not like these are all really big bottles. I mean, they feel pretty concentrated, but if someone at home or a stylist were to switch over brands and strictly use this, well, let's just say that I wish and I hope in the future that they come out with ways that we can make this packaging refillable, because it's beautiful. I think it looks really nice on the shelf. Oh no, my light went out. I have no idea when that happened. Damn you! There we go. Well, it's because that thing is dying. It's dying, I'm dying, we're all dying. Okay. It looks like stone, but at the end of the day, it's just plastic and it's not necessary. And I would like to see how we can make this packaging a little bit more sustainable. Damn you! But hey, while this hair care line is definitely boasting about hair health, I think at the end of the day, people might only want to reach for this because they love Beyonce, because they want to feel the luxury. Unfortunately, it's really hard for hair care brands, like a new hair care brand, to emerge these days because it's so hard to innovate. And when there are other products that are out there from brands that are known for their hair care, like Beyonce, she's not necessarily known for her hair. And also, let me stop right there because this is not Beyonce's hair brand. This is a little digression. Hold on, I need water. She's spiting me. I'm sorry I spoke badly about you. This product line is truly her mom's. Miss Tina Knowles, Beyonce's mother, apparently had a salon that Beyonce grew up sweeping the floors in. And that's what makes this line very sacred, very healthy hair forward. It's powered by the brain of a stylist. I feel like that is very evident with this first launch, this founding collection, which they have said themselves is only the start. I'm sure they're gonna have a lot more stylers, a lot more products that are going to come out that will help provide more heat protection and more styling in general. But it's going to be hard for them to compete, I fear. I think it might be hard for them to compete with the big brands that are already so established, like Olaplex, K18, Aveda, Living Proof, Bure, just to name a few. These are hair brands that have been really established and are known for hair. Even though Beyonce and her mom have a history in hair, and they have clearly done a lot of homework to try to make this line really special with their patent pending and unique ingredients. I'm still not sure if this is going to be a line that people are necessarily going to reach for when they think hair repair. But you let me know what you're thinking. Are you rushing out to buy anything from Beyonce? I will say, I think the shampoos are worth trying if, again, you're a big Beyonce fan. Just note that as of right now, you can only buy the products on the Cecred website. And in future, we'll see if it comes to any retailers. Like, I could see this in Sephora, but I guess only time will tell. Please share your thoughts. I have talked so much and I want to hear your feedback as well. So I will see you in the comment section below. I will also put some helpful links in the description box below so you can check that out. And if you're not already subscribed to me on this channel or following me on Instagram and TikTok, then please do so, because I'm sure that I will have updates as I continue to use this hair care line. I'm gonna go. I appreciate you for watching this review and for hanging out with me, your main girl, Mel. It's been a while. I missed last week. I'm so sorry, but I'm happy to be back, and I'll have a new video for you next week and each and every week on this channel. So until then, this has been your main girl, Mel, and I'm out. Peace. Hello? Hold on. No one look at my pants. Hold on. That matches me perfectly. I need to include this in the decor. Where should it go? Because how cute is this? Let me get my ass cushion because we're going to be here a while. Yes, it matches my chair. Every time someone takes a seat, They get scared, especially my mother. You can see my pants. Amanda's cropping abilities will just have to Just so you know, even my tea is on brand. It's a pumpkin chai, which I just felt like kind of matched the vibes. I don't know, pumpkin doesn't really have anything else to do with Beyonce besides it being orange, and like this is just kind of. Anyways, 23 minutes of brisk walking and I will close my ring. Wow, there's a lot of my itinerary. Is the shirt giving freakum dress? Get your freakum dress on. The tea is spilling. Yeah, wows. Let me know what you think. I hate that. Yeah, there she goes. Well, you know. Sacred, please don't hate me. Please don't hate me. I hate you. What do you think though? I mean, tell me if you think my hair looks good.